They have such strange and wonderful shapes and flavors, out with the ordinary and in with the extraordinary. They're tastier because they're ugly. They seduce us with their incredible flavors. Not only that, but they can be transformed into truly delightful dishes. They're tasty by themselves, but when they work in harmony with other savory ingredients, they become unique, flavorful cuisines. Now let us show you the exciting exotic flavors of tropical fruit. They are countries located on the equator lands of hot sun and tropical weather. You can feel their exotic and romantic atmosphere when you're there. Along with countries of Southeast Asia, there are many countries which continually have high temperatures all year long that stay at 30 degrees Celsius.
It's so hot that I've stayed in the water most of the time I've been here. It's so hot! Ooh.
Because of the hot sun and high humidity, Southeast Asia provides the perfect environment for plants to grow. It is because of this that they have many varieties of tropical fruit that people haven't heard of around the world. The tropical fruits boast a sweet, tangy, and refreshing flavor. And their unique flavor and high water content serve to soothe the bodies and minds of people in the tropics who are tired from restlessness and unending heat. Because of this, to these people, they are truly precious gifts of nature. Look at all these unusual tropical fruits. With countless shapes and sizes, they also have a multitude of flavors. All of these unique and unusual fruits serve to provide nutrition and quench the thirst of the people here. First, this fruit that draws our attention amongst all the fruits gathered here is called the papaya. It is a kind of melon, and when you cut it in half, it reveals black seeds and its sweet orange flesh. The papaya is a favorite food of the people of the tropics, and each one can be bought at a small amount of 60 cents.
Eating this will help your digestion when you have trouble with your stomach.
This fruit with the shape of an apple and red-colored flesh is called the jambu.
Yeah, its refreshing taste is perfect for quenching your thirst.
Also, there is a yellow fruit that is the shape of a squash and shows the pretty shape of a star when cut. It is called star fruit. Along with its unique shape, its flavor must be quite special.
And star fruit is sweet and sour.
When you eat it, you don't even have to peel it. All you need to do is rinse its skin in water.
But out of all these fruits, the fruit that is called the queen of fruits is the mangosteen. When you cut it in half, it reveals berries in the shape of a clove of garlic. And once you put a berry in your mouth, they say there's no looking back.
I'm not just saying this because I sell fruit. This really tastes great. It's really great.
Also, in one corner of the store, you can see ferocious-looking fruit that resembles maces, called durians. Hidden under its spiky skin is flesh whiter than that of a newborn baby. It is also infamous for its unpleasant smell. That's why it is sometimes called the fruit with the stink of hell and the taste of heaven. How will this fruit taste?
At first I couldn't eat it because of the smell, but now I'm addicted to the taste.
You can eat tropical fruits as they come, but you can also double and triple their delicious sweet and tangy flavors by making them into delightful juices. In the evening, one by one, people start gathering here to escape the tropical heat of the night. There are many appetizing foods here. Of those, the tastiest of course, is the tropical fruit juices. Made from a variety of tropical fruits and ice, they are inexpensive, delicious, and nutritious. These delightful juices not only help people fight the heat, but also help to draw out people's appetites. Compared to other fruits, tropical fruits are rich in vitamins and minerals and are high in calories as well.
This is pineapple juice. This is my favorite because it's so delicious.
Of course, juices aren't the only things made from tropical fruit. They can also be transformed into beautiful dishes that are a pleasure for the eyes as well as the taste buds. Of those, the most famous is the banana Q. With its savory aroma, one bite is enough to hook a person for life.
Oh, this is delicious.
Now, why don't we observe how the banana Q is made? Time out. No matter what, the most famous fruit of these tropical countries is definitely the banana. Indigenous to tropical Asian countries, there are over 400 varieties in all. They say that the yellow, fried bananas taste a lot like sweet potatoes, and each one costs the equivalent to a measly 3 cents.
They're so simple to eat and tasty. That's why I eat a lot every day.
This is the place to go if you want to taste a truly delicious tropical fruit dish. This restaurant in Palawan has an average of 300 customers a day. So what's on the menu here?
This is it. We'll transform this into a unique dish. This is what our restaurant is so famous for.
The pineapple is a very common tropical fruit. It was first discovered by the Portuguese in the West Indies, and they were the ones who spread it. It is rich in vitamins B1, B2, and C, and helps indigestion and fatigue. To cook the dish, first, a fresh pineapple is cut in half. And then its succulent flesh is removed. Look at all the juices flowing out. It looks delicious. After the flesh is removed, it is chopped up into little bite-sized pieces. Then, the pineapple is fried in a preheated pan along with rice. So the dish that is so popular here is sweet and sour fried rice and pineapples.
Now I'll pour the rice into the empty pineapple rind. Then I'll sprinkle it with chopped chives and cover it so the aroma doesn't fly away.
This finishes the delightfully sweet and mild fried rice and pineapple. The harmony between the chewy and tangy pineapples and sweet tender rice is unbelievable. That's why it is impossible to eat the dish without making reservations first.
This is so fragrant.
Wow.
Honey, take a bite.
Oh, this is delicious. I can't believe you can make such a great dish out of a fruit. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, the best.
This is so sweet.
This isn't the only cuisine made from a tropical fruit. Another unique and unusual dish made from tropical fruit can be found in the country of Sri Lanka.
Is Goss.
Sri Lanka gosh is the greatest. Goss! Goss!
Oh, this is goss and it tastes great. Really good.
This strange and unusual looking fruit is called a jackfruit, also known as goss to Sri Lankans. When it is completely ripe, the inside becomes soft and yellow. It is so popular here that when a jackfruit is opened, people around it crowd in suddenly for a taste. They go wild over its incredibly delicious flavor.
I wish I could have more of it. From my experience, this is the best tasting fruit in the world.
So, how does it taste?
Oh, it's extremely good.
Is it sweet?
Oh, yeah, very sweet.
Jackfruit, which is named after the tree on which it grows, is rich in vitamins and calcium, and plays a giant role in the culinary culture of this country.
You have to be careful. The sticky white substance can irritate your skin.
Goss is also famous for being difficult to eat and is impossible to eat without any implements. It is so rich that it is sometimes even called meat within a fruit and can weigh as much as 20 kilograms each. It is sold in pieces and each kilogram costs about 35 cents.
Oh, you can eat the goss as it is, but it's even better when it's cooked.
In order to see a dish made from the fruit, we visited a private residence here.
Oh, this is the section that we use for the cuisine.
In order to cook the gauze, first the sections that surround the flesh are removed and the flesh is cut into smaller pieces. Then it is put into a pot along with broth, tomatoes, onions, peppers, and various other vegetables.
I'll season it with ground pepper.
Then the cuisine is seasoned with yellow curry powder, spicy chili powder, and salt. And everything is mixed together. Next, the pot is put over a fire and boiled for 20 minutes until the gauze attains a soft, thick, viscous texture.
Finally, we add coconut milk. This makes the dish much more tender and savory.
Finally, coconut milk is added to control the thickness, and the jackfruit dish that looks like melted cheese is finished. You can eat the gauze spread on bread or as dessert. Its fragrant aroma and sticky texture make it a popular dish here.
It doesn't taste like fruit, but has a chewy and sticky texture. It's very delicious. It's a great food for us.
For the people of the tropics who have to bear unrelenting heat that stays over 30 degrees, tropical fruits are a precious gift from nature. Even today, tropical fruit is soothing people wary of the heat with its sweet, juicy, and delightful taste.
The world is wide and there are endless numbers of things to see in it. We'll show you the thrilling views seen from the highest towers of Asia. I'm on top of the world. We'll also show you a human tower and have dinner up in the clouds. We'll also visit a tree that holds the record for the thickest tree in the world with a diameter of 42 meters. And we'll go to an American classic car sale where age equals money. Let us go and see the sights of this strange and wonderful world. Macau is called a Europe within Asia. There are 450,000 people living in an area that is only about the size of a small city town. If you don't have much time when you're on a trip there, we enthusiastically recommend that you go visit the Macau Tower. This is because you can see the entire city in one beautiful view here. Wow! There are many people here already. The super-speed elevator rises rapidly to the 49th, 50th, and 51st floors until it arrives here on the top 62nd floor observatory. You can see everything from here. The Macau Tower is a dizzying 338 meters high. With its breathtaking scenery, here you can feel as if you own the world. This is why the tower has become the most popular place to visit in Macau since it opened in 2001. But they say that there is another way to experience the thrill of these heights here. A lot of preparation is taking place. What could it be?
I'm gonna jump off the tower. I'm gonna jump.
Is he jumping off the building? Somebody get help! But wait, he's not just going to jump, he's going to bungee jump with those people over there. The feeling of flying like a bird in the middle of the city must be sensational. They first take their pictures before they jump. Say cheese. The experience of the tower doesn't just end at sightseeing, but can also be felt with your entire body. Aside from the bungee jump, there is an official wall for rock climbing and a skydiving opportunity here as well. There are pictures here that record past thrilling moments, and in those pictures you can find some familiar faces.
This is different from just viewing the scenery. I feel so free. It's an experience I'll never forget.
Just watching them is thrilling. I'd do it myself if I was only a little younger.
For people like this, there is this place. Another joy that Macau offers visitors is this restaurant located on the 60th floor of the tower. The fresh seafood and sumptuous cuisines offer consolidation to people who are sad about missing out on the exciting bungee jumping. The feeling of sitting in the best seat that Macau has to offer and eating the best food that there is here is probably going to be obvious. But we'll ask how it feels anyways.
This experience offers pleasure for both your eyes and mouth.
But those aren't the only things that give pleasure here. There is another secret to this restaurant that makes this experience all the more pleasurable.
There's something extra special so that the guests can enjoy the scenery even more. I have 2 coins here. I'll place them on the restaurant floor. I'll place one here. Now I'll place the one over here. Can you see what happens?
That's incredible! The restaurant is rotating 360 degrees.
It takes 2 hours for the restaurant to turn once. How's the taste of food in a restaurant where you can see all the macao? It's the best.
In Kuala Lumpur, the capital city of Malaysia, there is a tower famous for its incredible height. On the way to the tower, we could see a building in the middle of Kuala Lumpur that seems to have captured all of the people's attention. This is the Petronas Twin Tower, which is reputed to be the second highest tower in the world. Why do I look so tiny in front of the building? The people trying to photograph the entire building are contorted into a variety of positions. Some people are on their knees and some have even lied down. This man on the grass is taking a picture of his friend in front of the building. How did the photograph turn out?
We put a lot of effort into the photograph, but the top of the building got cut off. We'll have to try again.
This tower that has a shape that is similar to that of a rocket is the 421-meter-high Kuala Lumpur Tower that is located in Bukit Nanas Street. This is a place that is popular among tourists as a place to take pictures. They say that there is another tower within this tower. Upon entering, we find that the towers are these men, the twin giants who at over 2 meters in height tower over everyone else.
Why don't you take a picture of me?
Some children seem scared of the tall men, but for most people, this is an opportunity that can't be missed. People take pictures with the giants. Okay, now on the count of 3, say cheese!
People have told me that I should visit this place when I come to Malaysia. Now I know why. The scenery is breathtaking.
Welcome to the Kuala Lumpur Tower. This elevator travels upwards at a speed of 4 floors per second.
The elevator goes at a speed of 40 kilometers per hour to arrive at the top floor. As Malaysia's most popular tourist destination, it is full of people. Interestingly, people who arrive at the observatory receive headphones as if they're going to listen to music here. Here's a person with a headphone, and there's another person. Even this lady has one. As a matter of fact, we can see that everyone here has headphones on. Hey, what are all of you listening to?
Hey, what are you listening to?
If you put these headphones on and walk around the tower, you can hear information about the scenery. Information like the year the buildings were built and such. It's easy to use. All you have to do is press a button. You don't need a guide.
This idea, which came about because it was impossible to guide all of the thousands of people who visit here each day, has become another unique attraction of this place. The world is wide and there are an endless number of things to see. Now it's on to Singapore, an Epicurean paradise. They say that this kitchen becomes busier as it becomes time to start the operation of the cable cars that connect the city to Sentosa Island. What is this? Does the cable car run on food? A full course from the salad to the main meal is prepared efficiently. And if that weren't enough, there are desserts here delicate enough to be presented at the finest restaurants. What's this? Isn't this a birthday cake?
We're preparing food for our guests to eat in our cable cars. On special days, if you ask ahead of time, we'll even prepare a cake for you.
They were preparing a meal to be enjoyed in the sky. A table is prepared for a couple that came fresh from their wedding just moments ago. It's a full-course meal for the happy couple. This is a scene that could be from a movie. The two enjoy an unforgettable evening looking out upon even more unforgettable scenery. A mouthful of my love and then one for me. It doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, of course there are many finer restaurants, but we can be by ourselves here. And also the food is excellent. He promised me we'd come here for every anniversary.
It takes 30 minutes for the cable car to complete its course and return. And each time it comes back, the couple is served the appetizer, main course, and dessert. In this way, they can have an hour and a half of romantic dining in the cable car.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Okay, I love you too.
Along with the sweet nothings that are whispered over the dinner table, the sky turns dark as if to create an accompanying mood. This isn't only a romantic place for newlyweds to enjoy, but it is also a great setting for couples that are on their way to becoming married, to propose to each other. Now let's take a picture. A place of dining with romance and beauty. Now it's time to go up. From the cake to all the cuisines, everything is ready for the dining experience. Now, aren't you forgetting something? Okay, now it's time to help these lovebirds get into the air. Next, it's on to Mexico to see another incredible sight. Traveling 11 hours by car from Mexico City will get you to a place 1,550 meters above sea level, close to Oaxaca City, called Tule Village. A melody of church bells accompanies the dancing of birds. But they say that in this peaceful village that is reminiscent of a fairy tale, there is quite an incredible sight. People are busily taking pictures here. Is it the incredible sight that we're looking for? Oops, my mistake. This time, there is definitely something here. People are looking up astonished at something. What is this? Is this a house or a tree? This is the pride of the Tule village, as well as the noted Mexican landmark called the Tule tree. Don't be surprised that the ancient tree has been around for an amazing 2,000 years. The tree is 14 meters high, and its seemingly never-ending circumference is 42 meters long. Its size makes it more mountain than tree. There's no way anybody is going to put their arms around this tree.
The tree protects our village. Everybody around here knows about it. Just looking at it gives me comfort.
No matter how much you look, there's no tree quite as amazing as the Tule tree. Although it's no tree, we've come to Oregon to see another incredible sight. It's none other than a car sale. This is a place that car enthusiasts around the world should come to at least once in their lives. This isn't an ordinary car sale. This is a place where people sell classic cars that are at least over 30 years old.
Well, the older the car is, the more attention it gets here. It's because of its rarity. Since you're here, why don't you take a look around?
Many cars that are sold here are priced at more than $100,000. But this is a nice place to visit, even if you're running low on money, because you can see many rare cars here that can't be seen anywhere else.
I really wanted this car. It's pretty expensive. I don't think I have quite enough money to buy it just yet.
Among the mostly larger cars, we spot a tiny, sporty red car. Even its cozy interior draws our attention.
Oh, come over here. I won't charge you for a ride. If you buy this car, I'll give you an extra key.
Takes 2 keys.
Just kidding.
This is the smallest car here, just slightly bigger than a bumper car that you can find at any amusement park. But as soon as we get out onto the freeway, the car zips to over 90 miles per hour. This car is no bumper car. Along with the many different people who live in it, there are also many different things that go on in this world, so keep your eyes wide open, or you may miss another fun and incredible sight today.
Hands are known as the greatest instrument given to man by God. Today we'll show you hands which possess amazing skill. We'll show you the delicate creations made by hands in Italy using bittersweet chocolate. We'll also show you artwork from Hungary that uses sugar and the sweet and delicious sugar art of China as well. Let us discover magical worlds created by fingers. This country with streetcars crossing the city is Italy. Wherever you go, there are sights that can't be missed. A city that stirs the heart of tourists is Milan. And a sight that especially must be seen here is the glass dome that surrounds Duomo Square. It is Italy's first-class construction called the Galleria Vittorio. This place was built in 1877, and although it was built 100 years ago, its sculptures and wall paintings have maintained a liveliness and vivid delicacy. There are many famous boutiques in the dome, and it is a place where you can feel the heartbeat of Milan, a city that is the forefront of fashion. This is also the reason that the Galleria Vittoria is known as one of the world's most beautiful shopping streets. This is the St. Ambrosia Cafe on the shopping street. It boasts a 50-year tradition, and suiting its reputation, it is filled with people.
Let me have some pastries and cookies.
This place, which sells traditional Italian pastries and cookies, is also known for its assortment of delightful chocolates. The bittersweet taste of chocolate and their various delightful shapes give pleasure to the eyes as well as the palate.
This place is famous for its chocolate. The taste and form of the chocolate here is without equal.
Oh, we have a chocolate magician here. Why don't you meet him?
A chocolate magician? We follow the man to a place full of the thick aroma of chocolate.
Oh, this person here. He's a magician with chocolate. Our cafe would close without him. He has no equal in experience and skill. He's a great man. He's the best.
A living legend at the St. Ambrosia Cafe, he is a chocolate artisan that works exclusively with chocolate. The deft movements of his fingers in making his beautiful works surprise the onlooker with their delicacy. There are various titles for people who work with chocolate, from chocolate artisan and chocolate artist to chocolatier. These people make high-quality handmade chocolates, with each piece transformed into a work of art. Because it is such delicate work, it is important to maintain peace of mind.
Now, many people order chocolates for special occasions. In those cases, we create exquisite works of art for them.
Oh, take a look at this. On first glance, it looks like a portrait, but it's actually made of chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yes, this is chocolate.
But this isn't the only chocolate work in this place. He takes out another piece to show us. Oh my, this is made from chocolate. We can't help but be completely amazed at the work of art created by the chocolate.
This piece is called Angel and Cupid's Arrow.
Even this hat that the chocolate artisan Roberto is wearing is made from chocolate. Roberto breaks off a piece and eats it to show our disbelieving staff that it really is chocolate. Looking at his expression, we realize that he is telling the truth.
What are you making right now?
It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
The piece that Roberto is focusing on making right now is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to decorate some lucky child's birthday party.
Because it takes so much work, it's taken quite a bit of time to make.
Because each piece has a different theme, Roberto relies on moments of inspiration and flights of imagination, along with years of know-how and skill to create his works. It is maybe because of this, but Roberto's hands, which have been shaping chocolate for the past 40 years, look quite delicate and skilled. That is why an ordinary piece of chocolate that passes through his hands becomes magnificent works of art. And after filling in the head, Snow White is born.
I think it's finished. What do you think? Doesn't he look like me?
Budapest is also known as the Paris of Eastern Europe. Famous as a city of commerce and art, when you come here, you should go to the Gerbaud Cafe on Bok Street. This cafe that was opened in 1858 has a long history and tradition. It is a noted landmark that tourists who visit Budapest come to see at least once.
This cafe served chocolate and cake to the Royal Habsburg court long ago. We've kept the tradition for 150 years and offer people a taste of royalty.
We followed the owner into the kitchen. This woman is quite famous here. She is a sugar artisan with 30 years of experience by the name of Dacos. Watching these people work gives the illusion that the sugar at the tips of their fingers is alive. Although it looks as easy as making children's toys, because every piece must resemble reality, all work here must be done by hand. For a skilled expert, making a flower is easy as 1, 2, 3. Wow, that looks like a real flower. The pieces that are made here are marzipan pieces, and they are used to decorate cakes and tables for special occasions.
Look at this. Doesn't this look like a real person?
Marzipan pieces are especially popular amongst children.
Because we do everything by hand here, the work is very difficult and time-consuming.
Now, shall we take a look at how the marzipan pieces are made? First, cube sugar is boiled until it melts. Then dye of the chosen color is added. Now the boiled sugar is poured onto a work table and slightly hardened. Then everything is folded and refolded. Then a hot metal rod is used to roll the sugar. It is essential that the marzipan pieces, which is made of sugar, go through a process of stretching and folding so that the sugar becomes shiny.
The pieces must be stretched so that they shine and are more exquisite.
Because the marzipan pieces are shaped and colored from edible materials, they can be eaten. Also, because the sugar acts as a natural preservative, they can be kept as permanent pieces of art. Because the texture and quality of the melted sugar is similar to clay, a skilled worker can make just about anything with it. Maybe it's because of their decades of experience, but the pieces of sugar that are worked by artisans here become so exquisite and delicate that they give pleasure and excitement to those observing this process. That is why children love these works of art. Marzipan pieces make a special occasion even more special. When you're in Hungary, don't forget to come to see these amazing works of art. Next is on to China. Tourists who come to this country with curiosity about the lives of the 1.3 billion people lead here usually end up coming to Beijing, which has many sights to see. There are especially many things to see at the Beihai Park, located west of the Forbidden City. Along with the beautiful lake scenery here, there are also many interesting sights to see. There is a person who comes out, rain or shine, to write gigantic Chinese character on the street with gasoline. There is even a street masseuse who relieves the tense shoulders of passerbys.
Oh, I thought I'd give it a try. I'm glad I did. It's quite good.
It is also a fun experience to wander these streets in a rickshaw. Because this is such a busy street, it is full of many interesting objects that catch our attention. The scenery here is full of a cozy charm. This is truly a place where you can feel the culture of China. Of the merchants that are selling products on the streets, there are quite a few skilled artisans. These snakes and grasshoppers were all handmade. These pieces that were made by weaving reeds took quite a bit of time to make.
It takes over an hour and a half to make a single snake.
These works of art that are made by using reed cost the equivalent of a mere 30 cents. There is a place in this area which is crowded all 365 days of the year. We look over people's shoulders to see what all the fuss is about. And it turns out to be La Sun Wei, a sugar artisan who has been shaping sugar for the past 28 years. Although sugar is a common substance, when it has gone through the magic of this artisan's hands, it becomes a work of art. The deft and delicate movements of his hands shape and stretch the sugar. You can hear quiet gasps of amazement coming from the crowd. And each passerby who glances this way can't seem to take their eyes away from this sight.
Well, you can keep this in your home as a decoration.
Well, the way he made this was amazing. I'm quite impressed. What he's done here is incredible.
The pieces that the sugar artisan makes are usually of animals that are related to the Chinese zodiac. The piece that La Sun Wei who is part of a tradition that stretches back 5 generations in his household, can make most confidently is the shrimp. He shapes sugar that has been melted into syrup in usually less than 15 seconds. If it takes any longer, the sugar would harden and it would be impossible to shape it.
Oh, that's incredible.
Isn't it?
That is why he must make all his pieces in a flash.
His hand movements were amazing.
Wasn't he fun to watch?
Yeah, of course.
They say that sugar crafting is the most difficult kind of craft to learn. But all of this is forgotten in front of the innocent smiles of children.
I think this job is perfectly suited for me, although it's difficult. I can create beautiful works of art, and people seem to like them a lot.
We call people who bring images in their minds into reality artisans and artists. The exquisite and lively works that come from the tips of their fingers are a result of endless effort and sweat. These people will go on creating their masterpieces as long as there are people to enjoy them.
They must stand out to survive. We'll find out the secrets to success for theme restaurants of the world. We'll accept the eerie invitation from the Count of Darkness and visit a Dracula restaurant in Romania. For garlic, by garlic, and of garlic. We'll visit a garlic specialty restaurant in America. We'll visit a frog restaurant in France. Let us go and see the wonderful sights and tastes of the world's theme restaurants. This is Romania, which is located in the northeast of the Balkan Peninsula. This is a place where you can still feel the elegance and charm of the Middle Ages. This is a place called Sighisoara, located in the heart of Transylvania. They say that there is a famous restaurant in this peaceful and leisurely city.
They say there's a famous restaurant here.
Try going over there that way, and you'll run into a restaurant that catches your eye.
Oh, that place. If you go that way for a while, you'll find it easily.
The place that we were led to by the townspeople is the birthplace of Vlad Dracula. The presence of Vlad Dracula, who defended the city from countless enemy attacks, can be felt in this place, which has been transformed into a restaurant. We spot a figure lurking in the shadows of the otherwise unoccupied house. This person in the black cape. Now, who could he be?
Did I surprise you? I'm the theme of the house. I am the famous Count Dracula. You know, Count Dracula was modeled after Vlad Dracula.
You mean Vlad Dracula was the actual person that Dracula was based on?
You will understand the reason when you hear the story of the Count who is buried there.
A long time ago, 500 years ago to be more precise, Vlad Dracula, who was a Romanian general, protected the country from countless enemy attacks with his brilliant military leadership. But he was also infamous for slowly and painfully impaling his enemies on stakes.
You'll understand the reason when you hear the Count's story. The novel made him a vampire, but to us, he's a hero.
Now, the birthplace of the Count has been transformed into a restaurant and has become a noted landmark. So, what are the secrets to the restaurant's success? First is the restaurant's unique interior, which is decorated with Dracula as the theme. This place, which is over 500 years old, still has pictures preserved from the times of Vlad, and you can feel the atmosphere of that age here. You can hear the endless camera clicks of the tourists who try to capture even the smallest traces of the Count on film. There is another secret to this place's popularity. In order to find out what this is, we follow a man into a dimly lit back room. What are you doing in the dark?
Why don't you take a look?
With a powdered white face and blood red lipstick, there is something unnatural about this person. And when he dons his black cape,
Good evening. I am Dracula.
as soon as the makeup is finished, Dracula quickly leaves the room, and this is where we can find another secret to this restaurant's success. The customers can meet the Count of the Undead. The Count serves the food personally, and this adds to the fun and excitement of the dining experience. You can enjoy delicious food and hear stories about the Count. This is where the true charm of this restaurant lies.
Well, the events here are quite enjoyable, and the food is even more delicious because it's served by the Count.
I came here based on the rumors and I'm glad. This is really fun.
That's not all. Another secret to success can be found in the food of this place. Upon inspection, we can see that all the food here is related to Dracula in some way or another. At first glance, the most popular cuisine here can seem a bit common, but hearing its name makes one nod in understanding. The name of the dish is Vlad Chepesh soup, and it is also known as Dracula soup. The one that adds the flavor of the cuisines here is also special. This is called vampire wine.
The vampire wine has quite a strong flavor and is delicious. It's quite popular among the patrons here.
In this way, the Romanian Dracula-themed restaurant offers a unique experience coupled with delicious food. Also, because of the restaurant's imaginative ideas, it is fast becoming famous as a place where you can experience a different kind of pleasure. As long as there are those imaginative enough to use their history as a special theme, the scary yet alluring seduction of Count Dracula will continue.
Oh, doesn't this look like blood? When I come here, I feel somehow as if Dracula really exists.
We'll visit America to find out our next unusual themed restaurant. There is a restaurant here that would frighten even Dracula if he really existed. This place, which is also a famous LA landmark, is a garlic specialty restaurant. You can guess the theme of this restaurant by looking at the paintings on the wall. The first secret to the success of this place are the paintings that parody famous works of art here.
The theme of this restaurant is garlic. You can find garlic everywhere here, on the walls, everywhere.
Come to think of it, here and there the restaurant is full of garlic.
They're great for your health.
This place has a unique interior, but most of all, we come here for the food. It's a taste you can't experience anywhere else. And I think I'm safe that there aren't any vampires here.
The second secret to this restaurant's success is the fact that the interior as well as the uniforms of the staff here are decorated with garlic as the theme. Everything here is about garlic.
Let me introduce you to the most special area of our restaurant. It can be scary at first, but this is a great area for cooling off in summer, because you'll get chills down your spine when you come here. It's over here.
What place could it be? We follow him with our breaths held. This place, with its dim lighting and eerie, web-filled atmosphere, is the Dracula Grotto. It feels as if Dracula might jump out of the walls at any moment.
Although it can be a little eerie, Dracula will never be able to come in here because of all the garlic.
The thing that gives the patrons of this restaurant the most pleasure is its delicious and healthy garlic dishes. Looking at the patrons enjoying garlic makes one realize that Americans love garlic as much as Italians do. Of course, this is probably because of their great taste and nutrition.
I've been a regular here for a long time now. I never tire of the food. It tastes better the more you eat it.
Because this is a garlic specialty restaurant, the kitchen is full of the pungent aroma of garlic. The first thing that comes into view is all of the garlic that can be found in the kitchen. That shows the fourth secret of this restaurant's success, which is all the savory dishes cooked with garlic that can be found here.
How's the aroma? Is it good?
Of course. This is the best.
That's not all. Along with the delicious dishes made using garlic, this place has also developed an ice cream using the ingredient as well.
It's made using garlic, but it doesn't taste the way you would think it tastes. It's quite delicious.
We're curious about the taste that mixes ice cream and garlic together. So how is it?
It's very unique. I thought that I wouldn't like it, but I do. There's no garlic scent. It's delicious. Try some.
France, the country of the Eiffel Tower. It is also a place where looking out at the lights of the city makes hearts burn with romance. There is also a famous restaurant here with many things to see and taste. Why don't we take a look? This place, which is full even in the middle of the night, has a unique theme. This unusual theme is the frog. Even the entrance is full of frog figures. One of the reasons for the popularity of this place is its unique interior decorated with many images of frogs. They have frog dolls, a frog phone, and even the restaurants are decorated with frogs. There are frogs everywhere you look here. This restaurant, which opened in 1930, has maintained its unique tradition for the past 70 years. In all those years, multitudes of people have dined within its walls. You can tell how famous this restaurant is by the pictures of all its famous patrons that are hanging on its walls.
A restaurant has a unique interior, but also it has a special kind of food. It's not something you can find anywhere.
The owner doesn't spare his praises for his restaurant, but the plethora of diners that seem to be enjoying the food here proves that his praises are well deserved. We are curious about the cuisine that has managed to capture the palates of so many Parisians who are well known as gourmets.
I came here based on the rumors, and I'm satisfied. And the atmosphere here is nice as well.
I've been coming here since before I was married. The taste never changes.
So, what could be the ingredient behind this restaurant's never-changing taste? It is, as the restaurant's theme indicates, the frog. In France, a country of Epicureans, frog legs are known as a delicacy. And succulent frog legs are the secret to this restaurant's taste.
Frog is very nutritious. It's rich in vitamins and protein. And its savory taste makes it quite a delicacy here.
The most popular item of this restaurant is fried frog legs. The fun of eating frog legs at a restaurant decorated with frogs is a joy that can only be experienced here.
It's excellent.
Go ahead and give it a try. Throw away your prejudice and just try it. I guarantee you'll love it.
Now, out with the ordinary restaurants, the themed restaurants of the world offer pleasure for all of your senses. With innovative ideas and fun events, a dining experience in these places is a special one. Full of imagination and unusual themes, there are places where delicious and nutritious food and fun come together to give you a delightful dining experience. Now, why don't you come and join us?